To understand Jesus' agony in the Garden of Gethsemane, we need to put ourselves in his place. In the Roman Empire, the crucifixion was one of the worst ways to put someone to death. It involved scourging the prisoner, making him carry his cross up a hill, and after having lost blood and being without food or water, they would nail him to a wooden cross. Passers-by would mock him, and after hours or days of being in the hot sun, his legs would give way and he would die of asphyxiation. Prisoners who were punished this way were known to curse people passing by, and to silence them their tongues would be cut or pierced. In Jesus' case, the suffering would have been 100 times worse because he was dying for the sins of mankind, which meant that Satan would have been at work in trying to break Jesus' resolve through his own near and dear ones abandoning him, the soldiers torturing him, the crowd hurling insults, and the bad thief and the Pharisees mocking him. Jesus had been blameless and pure all his life, yet he was going to be punished for the sins of all mankind, past, present, and future, some of whom would later thank, love, and sacrifice their lives for him, and some who would forget what he'd done for them. In spite of knowing all that was about to happen, what did he do? He accepted God's will, he suffered in silence, and forgave all those who abandoned, tortured, and cursed him, including the good thief who repented in his hour of death. He accomplished God's work and surrendered his spirit to God. When we meditate on Jesus' agony in the garden, remember that like Jesus, it's okay to be troubled. It's a human emotion. Secondly, when we are facing problems, remember to pray. God will definitely send help. It may be a friend or a totally unexpected source, but God will definitely send someone. What makes agony unbearable is loneliness, and like Jesus did of John and Peter, ask others, and most importantly ask Mother Mary to intercede for you. It's also easy to stop praying when we are surrounded with problems, but don't. Everything is possible for God, and while it's okay to ask for relief, remember God will always do what's best for you. So trust in God and always say, "Thy will be done." Lastly, remember to forgive all those who hurt you. In addition to the soldiers and the tormentors, Jesus forgave, and in spite of knowing Judas would betray him, he walked with him, dined with him, loved him, and even washed his feet. If only Judas had truly understood God's amazing love and grace, because in spite of all he did, Jesus would have still forgiven him. That's how truly great our Lord Jesus is. Thank you.